Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the East Lake Golf Club is the home course to the legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It's the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner along with Frank Novelo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. This one has a chance to be close. Makes the green in regulation. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. Even par currently. Good read, good line, well played.
Number 16 now, 481-yard par 4. Wow, John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Well, this is the point in the round where a player really wants to be focused, dialed in. Second shot here at the par 4 16th.
And coming off a downhill lie, so allow that ball to go a little bit further than normal and perhaps even take that extra kick.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
This for birdie. Good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
Just 2 holes left here at East Lake, Frank. We have another par 4 set at 455 yards.
Oh, it's fine.
It's nice to roll in a 25-footer now and then. Those feel good. But still, there's nothing like hitting that perfect tee ball. Long and straight.
Yeah, you can puff out your chest, last to play, the advantage, holes shorter. Basically, the list goes on.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him. Really. This is an awkward length.
Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament. On to the finishing hole here at East Lake Golf Club. Not many courses end with a par 3. It's always a fun finishing hole. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Beautiful stroke right there. Finds the bottom of the cup with ease. Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf. And it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested So seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. It is one of the most difficult golf courses in the United States, Oakmont Country Club outside Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Hello again and welcome. Rich Loder alongside Frank Nobilo, who was part of that dramatic U.S. Open in 1994 at Oakmont, ultimately won by Ernie Els. Frank, when you think of Oakmont, what comes to mind?
The difficulty of the golf course, Rich. I know a lot's changed over the last 20 or so years. A lot of the trees would be firm and fast they can be. The members there, for example, they marvel at the fact that people think they're fast. They say we putt on these greens every single day and they're certainly no slower. But it's the bunkering as well. There's 210 bunkers here. They're all in play. And it just has that history. When you step on Oakmont, you just know you are walking on not one of the great courses in North America, but one of the great courses in golf.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
For par.
Well, Rich, when you consider how many people started the week off, just sneaking in the top 10 right now, that's something to be proud of.
That's a decent par right there. Frank, you well know the U.S. Open is a thinking man's game, and this is a good example here, this short par 4 second hole.
It certainly is, Rich. It's not about length. It's not even about accuracy. It's about trying to pick the right shot, and the right shot is somehow finding that fairway between the left as it creeps in and the 6 bunkers on the right.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par. Another good swing, another good approach shot. It's at sneaky distance.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Frank, this hole, the third at 428 yards, has been a part of the U.S. Open story for a long time, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's just a great par four. It's a typical U.S. Open par four that challenges in between the ears, as well as the swing and the execution itself. The second shot, slightly uphill. You really got to break this green into two sections. That ridge in the middle, anything past that, everything funnels off and towards the back of the screen. Anything short of that, well, it actually goes towards the front side. So very difficult from tee all the way through to the green.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Get a good look now at the second shot here at hole number 3.
Should be safely on deck.
He'll be pretty happy with that one. About 20 feet away in a good spot. And getting ready for the putt. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Okay, has it, and stays at 1 over par. Now to the par 5 fourth. It is 609 yards. Frank, this has been pivotal in past U.S. Opens.
Yeah, it certainly has. A good drive here, there's a chance to go for the par 5 and 2. A bad drive here, it's from bunkers on the right. More often than not, pitching out sideways. Totally different proposition. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Might be. Could be. Maybe I'll go ahead and fill it up. Back over now to the fourth. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play,
drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting, just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live second round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That will be a great look at birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Almost. Wow. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. This from 7 feet. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
This for him would be one drop shot. Losing a bit of ground now in this tournament. With the bogey, falls to 2 over. U.S. Open continuing here at the par 4 7th at Oakmont. It's 434 yards. This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck? It's no snack, though. A bonus.
U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, you've played in so many of them, are supposed to be demanding and tough. This is what a U.S. Open's all about. Par 3 and nearly 300 yards. That's the 8th at Oakmont.
It's not just the length, too, but this is a typical Oakmont green, which means it's not easy. There is an option, though, if you can't reach this green, or at least fly it on, you might get a lucky bounce to kick forward. You'll see a lot of people chipping from around the front edge of this green, and there's no shame in that.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
It went from bad to worse, and right now, horrible.
What do they say, Frank? Golf spelled backwards is
Flog.
flog. And now to the ninth, and in case a player has forgotten somehow that he's at a U.S. Open, the ninth will remind him very quickly that this is the national championship. This is demanding. They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. This is a testing approach shot, isn't it, Frank, at the ninth?
It is, Rich. The green actually might look big, and the reason why it looks big is actually that's part of the practice putting green, which is on the back of that. And the reason why I know that is because I've actually had to putt in a championship while other people were warming up to go off later on. So big green it might look. It plays small, and it is anything other than flat.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Good, solid par right there.
So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention. Golf course is enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the United States Open Championship.
This one looks right on point. That's well played. And now a good look at birdie.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a bogey on this hole yesterday. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, the seventh here at Oakmont at 434 yards looks like your prototypical U.S. Open hole in that it requires some accuracy off the tee.
It does, and the bunkers are exactly where you would like to hit it, that sort of awkward distance. So if you want to challenge this hole off the tee, you're going to bring the 5 bunkers into play, the 2 on the left and the 3 on the right.
Can't ask for much more here at the seventh. He has hit a good one. Second shot here at the par 4 seventh. Down, little Sheba. Down! Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Bogey here yesterday. Chance to better that today. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
In for par. Here at the 8th at Oakmont, a famous hole. And Frank, it's not often we say of a par 3 that it is a beast, but the 8th at Oakmont is just that.
Yeah, you can imagine a 300-yard par 3 to a flat green. That would be hard enough. But imagine a 300-yard par 3 at a US Open to a green that goes up at the front and then crowns at the top and then slips away at both sides. That's the 8th.
About 18 feet away with a decent look.
It's at sneaky distance.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Good putt. Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. That long stroke. And he goes after. He is here. Long just meant longer.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Tough approach shot here at the 9th. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. It's the beautiful part of golf. Brand new day, new hole. Remember, he made a bogey here yesterday, this time for birdie. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Frank, what's a player feeling knowing they have one more round to go and they could have a chance at making a run and maybe win this thing?
No, it's a great feeling, Rich. At this point, really, it's just about whether you can handle the nerves. You know everybody up there is going to be feeling them.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live final round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship. It is known as one of the toughest golf courses in the world. And today we're here in western Pennsylvania at Oakmont Country Club. Originally opened in 1903 and designed by Henry Fone, it features over 200 bunkers and slick, undulating greens. It asks a lot of a player in every aspect of the game. It is a fitting venue for the U.S. Open Championship, the final round.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle.
Frank, it looks simple enough, this approach shot to the 10th hole, but it can be tricky. Why?
Just the general terrain or slope of this green. Everything slopes from the front right of this green to the back left. So not only do you get huge breaking putts here, but it's so difficult with a long club to keep that second shot on the green.
Birdie putt coming up. Got a par on this hole yesterday.
When you consider the length of that putt, it's a good putt.
And getting ready for the putt.
Starting the back nine on a sour. Seems to really have the touch today.
Par 4 11th is 379 yards as we continue backside here at the U.S. Open at Oakmont. Frank, what's the strategy off the tee here?
You're hitting something that goes about 240, 250 yards maximum, hopefully keeping it out of that right rough. And the reason why that right rough is certainly to be avoided is that big gaping bunker at the front of the screen. Green's perched up a little bit, so this is another one where if you can hit an iron or a utility club off the tee, you must find the fairway.
This is a good-looking shot.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Well, good birdie right there, Frank.
Oh, time to get another cup of coffee. Things are heating up.
Well, Frank, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont, it's a lot of golf hole at 667 yards.
It's the hardest par 5 I've ever seen or played that doesn't have water. It starts with that tee shot. The whole fairway slopes left to right just to get the ball on the fairway. You've got to draw the ball against the slope. The same problem exists with the second and the third shot.
Split the fairway with that. Just a gorgeous swing.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich, I'll tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage.
Get down. Lay down.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
What is he all like?
And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a little tap in here. Steady climber, Frank.
Now on the first page of the leaderboard.
The reason Oakmont has hosted so many U.S. Opens, Frank, as you well know, is it has a really good blend of holes. And now we come to a short par 4 at 358 yards, the 14th.
You can see the predicament in front of you, bunkers left and right. But really the bonus here is if you can get the ball on the fairway with just something like a long iron off the tee, this is one of your best scoring opportunities at Oakmont.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. And with that birdie, moves into second place. Well, this is a good U.S. Open par 4 at 499 yards. The 15th is one of the better holes in the course, Frank.
It is. The shape of the tee shot you think would suit a cut, but because the fairway slopes quite severely to the right, really it needs a draw just to work its way against that slope and somehow keep it on the straight and narrow.
Well, he pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You'll need a bit of force to extract one out of there.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Yeah, I don't know what he caught. This is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies. Wow, I thought that was in.
Even par, currently.
Did the job right there. On to 16 now at 231-yard par 3. Frank, you've been there so many times. Is it fair to say that a U.S. Open is as much a psychological test as it is a physical test?
I think that's a great way to put it, Rich. It really is. People know that you're not going to get instant gratification at a U.S. Open. You're going to sort of get hit more than you'd like, especially come the end of the week. But also in the back of your mind, you realize that's the way you should be tested, maybe once a year. That's all. And that often determines the best player in the game.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. Rich, I thought he could get this putt.
That just is amazing. Just a mind blower right there. Absolutely incredible. He made the shot.
Coming down to the wire here at the U.S. Open Championship at fabled Oakmont. And the tension starting to build. And, Frank, this is decision time at this very short 313-yard par 4.
And normally in a U.S. Open, Rich, you'd think the prudent play would be lay it up. But, you know, I kind of like driver here today. I think the worst you're going to do is just miss the green or hit it one of those pop bunkers. You perhaps could drive it on the green, be putting for eagle. But even out of one of those bunkers, you've got to think you're even money to get it up and down. I like driver here.
What a shot. Setting up for an eagle here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That eagle, Frank, now only 2 shots back.
All of a sudden put the name back into the mix just when we thought it might be too late.
Here we are at the 18th at Oakmont. Clubhouse straight ahead. Frank, I distinctly remember the 2007 U.S. Open Championship of the final round, and Angel Cabrera, the big Argentinian, with the pressure bearing down, stepped up and absolutely piped a tee shot right down the throat. And I know to this day he thinks it's one of the great shots he's ever hit.
Yeah, I get the odds. Golf ball is 1.68 inches in diameter. Fairway's 30 yards wide. Ball should fit easily, right? But when you look at it off the back of this tee with bunkers left and right, it does not look like it's that easy, that's for sure. He's gone for a little extra.
Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. He has just hammered this drive here at the 18th, and now he is in a really good position to make a birdie here in the final hole. Good-looking shot right here. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
So a tester from 4 feet.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live first-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. New course to most of the golfers on tour, this challenging layout just opened in 2015. Today, we're along the east coast of Maine. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo. We'll be calling all the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point.
Another great design from Brian Patel, and they really threw the boat out here. Some excellent choice of holes, and you're going to see the changes in elevation. You get this on a windy day, and of course 7,700 yards will play even longer than that. A nice calm day though, Rich, and you really can shoot a good score out here.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot he is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just a couple of feet. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy. Featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Getting set at the 8th hole, it's a par 3 of 165 yards. Break it down for us, partner.
This gets really narrow in the middle of this green, Rich. That's sort of the biggest problem. Matter of fact, he had 12 yards from that left side to the right in the middle. And the green itself actually is 3 times that in length, 36 yards. So straightness is the key here.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Now to the par 5 9th. Frank, what are we looking at here?
Well, for the longer hitters, it's actually a chance to reach a par 5 and 2. 300 yards is where that fairway starts to bend more to the left. So you have to do the maths. It's going to give you roughly 250 yards to the middle sort of front left of that green. That's the easy way to play the hole. Make a mistake off the tee, and you might find out this is a more difficult 3-shotter than what you were anticipating.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. How about that terrific approach shot, setting up a makeable eagle putt and getting ready for the putt. Sensational effort at eagle, and now a good move on the leaderboard.
Name up there in bright lights. Interesting to see if that gets a little attention.
Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself, he's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Excellent looking shot here.
Whoa, that is long. Rich, that tee shot there has shortened up this hole considerably. It's made a tough par 4 into, well, we'll see, but it looks like a very birdieable hole now.
Hit it right where you want. Now he has a good chance to attack that whole location. That is classy.
He had a chance of going in.
Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie, now in second.
Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th.
That's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Now to 7 under par. Back here now at the 12th hole, par 4, 439 yards, Frank, to the center of this green off the black tees.
And if the breeze blows left or right, this hole plays very hard. One of the reasons why, just through the fairways littered with bunkers. So not only do you have to pick the right line, but somehow you've got to get that ball the right distance as that hole bends completely to the left. Rather interesting shaped green here at 12.
This is a stiff test, no doubt. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
And this is straight at it.
It's a really good line.
Tee there after that shot.
This will be a birdie if it drops. Bang for another birdie. 8 under par for the tournament. Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Navalo here today calling the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point. Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
Now on the 10th hole here at the cliffs at Lighthouse Point as we begin our trek homeward here at this magnificent golf course. This one puts a little fear into you, Frank. I'm looking at a par 4, and it's almost 600 yards. Help.
Help, you're going to need it, that's for sure. And one of the things they've done to help you is a big elevated tee, so that'll at least chew some of the yardage off. Hopefully the prevailing breeze is also at your back, which might shorten that number up. Pretty generous fairway. Try and take those bunkers out of play with the big hefty club. And when you get on the green, you're going to realise there's 2 greens here, Rich. 10 shares the same green as 13. Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces.
I've seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up. Get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday, and another opportunity on the way. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Now we go to the 11th hole, and this is a par 5, but it's actually shorter than the par 4 10th. This one comes in at 530 yards, and more evidence of the kind of creativity by the award-winning design team of Patel and Duncan.
That's right. Patel really is known to be the shaper. He's the one that makes all those interesting shapes for the bunkers. For example, here, Nipping it in the fairway, making drive or almost too much club or very, very risky, plus the front bunker there. Now, this is a great par 5. The reason why, it's reachable, it's tempting, but you don't know what you're going to finish up shooting on it.
Well, bring the hammer, why don't you? Setting up an eagle opportunity. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. Score that a birdie. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage, that hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. You'll need to be strong with this. Pretty good shot right there. Just a tap in to finish the hole.
Comfortably knocks it in.
Now to the 13th hole, and Frank, this could make you quake in your soft spikes. 702 yards, par 5. It might be a par 6 or a 7.
Well, I think a few people will make 6 or 7 here. You're right. This is a rarity in golf, 700 yards. So forget about any thought of even getting close to this par 5 and 2. Plus, just to add insult to injury, the 2 bunkers off the tee are perfectly placed. They're about 298 yards, smack bang in the middle of that. I doubt you can get past those, but you need a good drive, really, to try and leave yourself a short third shot.
Probably going to have to hit one more club here, Frank. A little bit uphill. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Now that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Just has the feel today.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. So 9 holes down here at the Cliffs at Lighthouse Point. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Checking out this 10th hole, Frank. Is this a typo? 592 yards, but it's a par 4, not a par 5. What gives?
The reason why that tee shot, severe elevation, so we can at least sort of chew 30 or 40 yards off that number. But I'm not saying this hole's short, that's for sure. So that bunker just at the start of the fairway on the left certainly comes into play. The other feature, or interesting feature here at 10, is the shared green. This green shares that little piece of property with 13, just divided by that little pot bunker in the middle.
This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. That one is deep. Every bit of that ball. Second shot. Good look at the green. Moving a little bit to the right. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Always nice, Frank, to put the peg in the ground.
Now, can you be rewarded 2 holes in a row?
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Really some strong winds out there today, and we can already see the effects on some of these shots.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. This one has a chance, and he has it. Beautiful putt. Moving on to the 12th hole now, par 4, 439 yards. Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Never a bad score on the card. That's par. Well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the two fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10, this is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again at the end of a long walk.
He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, uphill shot. What did you like to do on a play like this?
The biggest thing really is to try and work on your balance. You've got to make sure you get through the shot and normally take an extra club.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This for par. He's made it. On to the 13th, and Frank, I love golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards. Here it is.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. Always a pleasure to be along the coast of Maine, Lighthouse Point to be exact. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, this is sure to be another exciting day of golf out there. What are the challenges facing our players today?
The length of the golf course for a start, Rich. This golf course just under 7,700 yards. So it's one of the longest ones you'll play. And of course the cliffs, that's why it's called this, they certainly are in play. There is one double green out there, that's the 10th and the 13th hole, they share the same green. Lots of great design features, and you've got it on a prime day in great condition. So enjoy the round and make sure you feast on the vistas as well. Second shot.
Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Par yesterday, not for birdie. Drops for a birdie. Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. That's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But there's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction. Great sense of speed in that. We know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
15th hole, and Frank, a return to sanity. 387 yards, par 4.
Yeah, second easiest hole on the golf course. Bends a little to the left. Just avoid the sand, left, and that little pot bunker on the right. And you should be set up with a relatively short iron into a green that the only problem is if you go long.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PGA Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That will be a great look at birdie. This one just requires a little bit of focus. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, Frank, I love this par 5 17th. Not only is it fun to play, but if you head over the Juniata Crossway Bridge ahead, you can find Brent's Lobster Shack, which is one of the best lobster rolls I have ever had. And you know, they specialize in that up here in Maine. But what a hole. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that. This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. In the thick stuff.
Thick? It's brutal out there.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Coming out of the rough and right up next to the hole. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, as we arrive here at 18, I'm thinking about what we so often hear up here in New England. You can't get there from here, or can you at this par 4 finishing hole?
Well, he goes after it. He is here.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. safely on deck.
That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Just a great putt and a great win. Frank, we've made it to the finishing hole. If you're having a good day, you stop and you reflect for just a moment, the beauty surrounding you, how well you've played. If it hasn't gone all that well, you're thinking about jumping on the Juniata Crossway Bridge off to the left and getting out of Dodge.